Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on MPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and my new family members. Hello and welcome. And of course to my tribe and family at large. Listen, y'all. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and of course watching another video. Y'all know I love to always mention our Thursday night live streams. This is where we go from healing to wholeness to boldness. You don't want to miss the Thursday night live stream. This is where it all goes down. I would love to see you on the Thursday night live streams. Listen, I think that even I tell you all this all the time. Go into the comment section, read the comments. I believe that the comments will even bless you. Okay. Listen, Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. And every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. Y'all know if you're rocks with your girl. I'm always asking y'all to hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. You know, I'm always asking y'all to hit the like button, okay? If you're rocks with your girl. All right. So we're going to jump into the topic of this video. All right. So I want to talk about this because I was asked this question about why or how do you actually get a narcissist to leave you alone, to stop stalking and obsessing over this particular individual. Now, this is a different, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky because, and the reason I say that is because there are multiple things that could cause them to do this, depending on where they are on the narcissism spectrum. Okay. But the reason that I'm going to give you is most often times the reasons why you are going to find them obsessing and stalking an individual. What causes them to do this? Okay. Now, we know that narcissists by sheer nature love control. Okay. They want to control an individual. That actually, to a narcissist, control means love. Okay. They see control as love. So if they feel like if you allow them to control you, that you actually that's the way you show them love, is to allow them to control you. Now, here's the thing. When you begin to pull back on the control, all right, the first thing it does is it shocks them. They're kind of shocked, like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? Like, why you're like pulling back the reins. You're not letting me control you. Like, this is not cool. Like, what's happening? So it kind of sends them into a bit of a shock, but then they're going to try to pull you back. They'll start with the manipulation again. They'll start with the love bombing, all of the future faking and everything, because they want to rally you back in, right? They want to get you back in, figure out what happened. How do they need to switch it up so they can regain that same control that they had before? Now, when we're talking about what actually makes them, what causes them to obsess and stalk you, when we know control is the centerpiece of, why they need supply, they need supply for the, the emotions, the energies, the reactions, and all of that. But not only do they need that supply, but they need to control the supply. So now the other piece of that is they also become enamored with you as a person. Okay. Now, the other piece of it is they actually would like to steal, okay, your personality. Make it make sense. Okay. They really do think that they can become you. That's what they think. So in the whole course of controlling you, they also want to become you. That's why you all seen the narcissist talking like you. Some of you all found them eating the same things that you eat, that they may have never had before, like mirroring you. They're doing a lot of things to mirror you because they want to be you. Okay. Narcissists don't love who they are. They don't like who they are, even though they have what we call, they say I call it a superficial self-love affair with themselves. Okay. It's very superficial. It's nothing about them loving themselves. It's just about the selfishness of making sure they are taken care of first, always. You know, it's always about the narcissist. So when you have these different things going on, as far as the control, and you have them, you know, just they seem so enamored with you, and they love your qualities. They talked them up. They talked about, oh, you have this, you that, you know, I really love you, all of these different things. They love your qualities, but at the same time they also want those qualities for themselves. They know they can't have them, and at a certain point they figure out, oh, I can't take those onto myself, because they may be able to mirror it, but they're not able to sustain it. So what happens after that? Well, when they figure out that they can't have your personality, they're not able to steal it, and you begin to pull back or push back on the narcissist, basically telling them no. That's one of the words that they hate, is no. Okay, so you start to tell them no. I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. You start to give them pushback. Now, when you start to do that, they begin to lose control. Now, they're going to start trying to do all of the things that they did in the beginning to pull the control back in. But a lot of you are not, you know, you just didn't have it. You're just like, no, I'm not doing that. Or no, we're not going back to that space. Like, I've seen some of the things that you've said, some of the things that you've done, and I don't like it, or whatever. So now what happens is, after that goes down, then this is what happens. When the narcissist loses that control and they cannot become you, then eventually what you're doing, when you begin to pull back on on your, you know, no, you begin to tell them no, you give them pushback, you say, yeah, I'm not going to let you control me, I'm not going to let you control my life. When you do that, what you do is you activate that abandonment and that rejection, those mechanisms in the narcissist. And because they hate that so much and they're so afraid of it, right? What they do is they begin to obsess over you, because they don't want to lose you as supply. And also they're so interested in the way that you are, because they listen, y'all have some beautiful personalities. You know, y'all are off the hook. You know, yeah, a narcissist wants to be you. They want everything about you to be them too. But when they realize that that can't happen, then what they do is they begin to, when you're like on your way out, I'm done with this, I'm not gonna, yeah, no, we are done. Okay. When you tell them that, then here's what they're gonna do. They're going to, okay, so we're done. They're going to make your life a living hell. This is what they're going to try to do. So they're going to show up in places where you all go. They're going to stop by your job. This is part of the stalking, okay? And it comes from that obsession that is activated by that rejection, that abandonment, and then also the shame is being activated as well, which they are constantly running from. But when you begin to pull back and not allow them to have that control, they can't handle that, y'all. They can't. And just depending on where they are on the spectrum, you could have a real live psychopath on your hands. And a lot of you have dealt with psychopaths, and a great deal of you all sociopaths. But this is where you get into that danger zone. Okay, it becomes dangerous, because when they lose control of you and they can't become you, and they don't know how to deal with that or deal with that rejection and that fear of abandonment, then they become obsessed with, you know, the fact they become obsessed with you, and they don't want to lose you. So that's what they do. They start becoming obsessed, and they start stalking and all of this, because it's activated by that rejection and that abandonment. And then they have that onslaught of shame, because they're thinking about, okay, what is this going to look like when people know that I'm not with this person any longer? And they don't want to deal with that. And y'all know that narcissists by nature have very poor conflict resolution skills. They have very poor coping skills. Okay, they don't deal with conflict very well. Matter of fact, what they do is they actually run from it. You know, they don't want to be a part. They don't want to be bothered with that. So they don't want to deal with it. You know, they just don't have it in them to deal with those hard things that happen in life, and such as breakups and things like that. So this is how they become stalkerish, and it's through the obsession. But this is what makes them stalk you, and this is what makes them become obsessed with you, is because you've activated something inside of them that they're just like, okay, I can't allow you to do that, or you can't just leave like that. And some of them told you that you can't just leave me like that, and you were like, yeah, I'm out of here, bye. So this is what happens. So I hope that helps you all. Listen, please, y'all be really, really good to yourselves. Stay away from these clowns. Okay? These backwards flying pigeons with the feathers missing. I said it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes. Okay? Stay away from these birds. They are crazy. And guess what? If they can't, they will try to be you. And if they can't be you, they're going to obsess over you. And they're going to stalk you, just depending on where they are on the spectrum. All of them have a little stalkerish in them, even on the lower end of the spectrum. But if you've been with them for some time, and they're, in that mid to high grade, and they don't have other supply, even if they do, they're still going to try to bring you back into their controls. Okay? So family, I love you all. Be really good to yourselves. Do something nice for yourselves. Okay? And I will see you all on the next video, and I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.